only for ballanx Cruci 12. And you would think that, with the Sphere Star, oh lord, um, there's, I guess there are two choices. Yeah, I think it's definitely not Tactical Tree. I think it's either Unicorn Horn or Gloves. I think I'll take the Unicorn Horn. Okay, so it always shows up. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of annoying. But I guess I'll get used to it. Yeah, the thing is, you would hope that, Cruci 12 isn't really affecting Baladin too much because you have access to Sphere, which is pretty exceptional AoE once upgraded. What? What? I can go to how many stores? Four stores. Except it's Cruci, so I can only really afford actually one of them. Um, that is a weird map. I really don't know what to do. Really just don't know what to do there. Um, no, that's just a bad path. Boom. Oh, yeah, that looks playable, I guess. The early store is just so weird though. I guess I'm being like super specific in my stores and I'm trying to never do any upgrades. That doesn't sound like the best idea, but I think it's the best I got. Like, it is not very clean, for sure. Yeah, it could have, should have been better, but it's fine because we should be able to claim the kill before he actually hits through our shielding. Yeah, easy. Easy, easy, right? We also have enough cash to buy an orb if we want, but realistically, it's balance. Balance is the orb we want, otherwise we're probably just going to be skipping on it. There's not really another, like, insta-win orb for the lad. Yeah. I think Round Guard would be quite lovely. So let's try and get it. If I get a... Yeah, no, it's really just Round Guard I want. Sorry, Round Guard? That's right. I do want a Round Guard now, but ambidextrous. Any kind of debuff passive I can find would really amplify that. Like Round Guard. But yeah, the ambidextrous is sounding really nice. It really helps you just making sure that your big orbs have big impacts. Speaking of big orbs, I guess I could do Bold Orb. I haven't really done a Bold Orb Pebble Comp in ages. Actually, just ages. Which is pretty sad because Bold Orb's a fun orb. It's just, you have to actually find it. And for a Pebble Comp, it's slightly more important to actually find a Obelisk first, Kind of impossible to run without Obelisk. I'm like, sure, it's possible, but like, who wants to do it without an Obelisk? Like, yeah. Definitely works. You probably need Adventurer's Backpack to boost up the Bold Orbs, surely, right? Anyway, I'm just like going super greed mode as it turns out. Just slowing down the fight so much. Shielding stuff? Looking good. I do actually have a lot of passives for this elite, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, passives are they're just so bad. They're just not achieving anything. Suffer the sling. So that would work. Navigation inflation. Jesus, this is not an interesting store by any stretch of the imagination. However, I will just take a suffer the sling. It's a very good tempo for now. As well as maybe it's my late game comp. It really probably isn't, but it could be. And it should be really good tempo for this boss, is what I'm hoping. Okay. That is definitely the fight where we're probably going to be losing the most health in. Minotaur is probably a very close second, if not first. I guess if we're getting good shots like this, like, sure, we're not going to be losing the health. Because that was a really nice shot 1 and shot 2, followed by a decent enough shot 3. Oh, actually, I'm actually really well set up for a Pebble Comp. Because we have access to... I kind of want to hit the refresh. And yeah, it means that these shots are pretty bad, but potentially worth it. Because we have Round Guard, which means we can shoot our important orbs, and we also have Suffer the Sling, which is, definitely two passives that are very nice to have in a Pebble Comp. Very nice, we're definitely not taking another hit from this guy. Unfortunately, I believe we're probably taking another 2 from the back guy, which is okay. Wait, what? My bad. It's quite unfortunate. Yes, targeting does not matter, so I'll just shoot that. Boom, followed by... I would love to be hitting the crit, but I can't be hitting the crit now. Well, as long as the next shot hits the crit, it's totally fine. Oh, I took one more hit than I would have liked. But overall, still just pretty fine. Oh my god, that was very close to getting another hit. 58 cash lying around. Oh my god, offering. I considered them. I think they're not bad. Ring of Pain is so good for getting me through Area 1, and it's going to be so helpful in Area 2, actually. I really like getting it. Just so nice to have, especially if I can get a max health passive. Any of them will do. And honestly, going to 2 stores sounds pretty likely, right? Like, you have 3 of them, well, 4, and some of them are incredibly unlikely to find. I have definitely found 2 grinding monsters in stores though. And that's just a passive you remember finding in a store, right? Like, it's actually just so nice to find an early grinding monster. I believe both of the times I found it, it was also pretty early. 90 damage per shot on this map is actually kind of painful. I foresee that we will be losing some more health here. This map is like actually kind of nasty. For the most part, we are kind of just battling through them. And I would really love it if we could get a kill on one of them before they both start hitting me, which I did manage to do. Perfect. It just decreases the damage by a lot. It's really nice, honestly. I feel like if we weren't playing Ballanx, we wouldn't have had the raw power to smash through them like that. That's a good feature, almost very good. In what world do I turn this down? In what world do I not upgrade once? Unfortunately, this world. Here's the thing. If I can buy 2 passives in this store, that's really nice. The only issue is ballanx has... The level 1 to 2 is the best level 1 to 2 in the game. Okay, probably not. Okay, that statement is mildly true. That's the thing. So, even if it may not be fully true, it's still just such an insane upgrade that it is so worth doing. Wow. Wow. That does align into a... Shit, this way. A pebble comp quite well. Okay. We should be able to claim 100 cash here, surely, right? This is a very good map for collecting cash on. The question is just, is it actually possible to get all 100 of it? Because, like, I can get close. Like, look at this, 94. That is insanely close. It seems pretty likely, doesn't it? Not with the shots like that, though. It was just a really bad shot. Not with shots like that. I still no health lost, and would you look at that? I am... There. Perfect. Alright, 2 passives is incredible. I'm actually going to go left here. Here's the thing, I don't need more options in stores. Do I need more options in stores? That does sound pretty nice. I don't need more options in stores. Okay, so I don't need more options in stores, which means I can kind of just... how do I do this while trying to get as much cash as possible? It's always about the greed. I think this is more... if I get a fight here, I can potentially do an upgrade on a... That's not a fight. But that's just kind of sad. I would have loved an event that did something. Training, tabard, enhanced, gunpowder, dumbbell. Holy cow. These are some really good options. I love the... Also, combat store's not even that bad. So training, tabard, ballanx. It kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? And dumbbell, combat store. I wish I could buy all 4 of these. And the stupidest part is, why do I feel like I'm not buying the enhanced gun? Yeah, okay, that's just wrong. I'm always buying the enhanced gunpowder, but I really am disappointed about turning down that training tabard. I just think I really want the dumbbell scaling. Like, I only have a level 1 ballanx in my deck, so let's make sure that we're using the circle scaling, because that just sounds very handy to have. Just want to make sure I got that kill. Perfect. And now I have Unicorn Horn, and Unicorn Horn is an absolutely amazing way to try and counter Betsy's hedge a bit. I would... Perfect. Now, that wasn't a shot that was specifically lined up by my Betsy's hedge, but I was pretty certain it would do that, and I took the bet, and it definitely paid off. So now this Tumor Circle each time should just be really good. May not be that insane the first time, but already it has been, because, 245 damage, that is really good. But, once we get a second proc, then suddenly that's a whole lot more. And it's just going to keep scaling up, which is really lovely. Also, we're just handling the minions. We're not wasting any damage on them. It's really just lovely stuff to see, isn't it? I do need to be slightly worried though, because I did lose 9 health to that event, and unfortunately, 9 more health in this fight would have been pretty handy to have access to. Not necessary, I think I'll still be perfectly fine, but it would have been pretty handy. Just because this fight can always get a bit spooky, and I know we are a scaling comp, so of course our early game looked much worse than our late game, but like still, got stuck, unfortunate. Good news is I have access to this bounce. But I'll actually discard because he's getting exceptionally low at this point, and I can kind of just... Oh, I thought I'd be able to bounce into that line. It seems not, but also I kind of don't need it at this point, do I? Like, I'm just going to do this bounce, hit straight into the refresh, and then waste all the damage. I kind of missed the spawn. The good news is, he's dead. Cash collection shot. Oh my god. I landed in the vine which dealt self-damage which killed him. That's one of the best ways to kill him for sure. Poltergeist. I'm just picking it up. It's AoE and it's quite solid. I want to live. Poltergeist becomes very useless to the Viridian Drink. I want to live. Sapsack may seem counterintuitive because, it's dealing self-damage. But I think it's going to work out. Sapsack is just a... I hate this fight so much. A really good tempo passive. That was not what I wanted. Hit a Sapphire if you'd be so kind. But especially with the ballanx Starting Shield. Especially with... I don't know what else I was going to say. I just have a lot of shield, which makes it so good. That's why I wanted to hit a Zapper. These guys hit so hard. Like, this fight is actually just crazy to get as your first fight in Area 2. It's nasty. Absolutely feral. The scaling from Refresher Course is pretty nice, though. I do enjoy that. Surely you can get me at least 211 damage, or you suck. Like, I had so much shielding, and they just burnt through it, and I lost 12 health this fight. Which, like, sure, that's not too much. But for the first fight in Area 2, where Area 2 is just going to sap you of so much more health, that's not what you're looking for. That's just not what you're looking for at all. This should be fine, though. Nice. It was close to failing, but... Luckily, it did not. I'm actually going to go left there. May seem kind of crazy. A10 is beautiful, by the way. May seem kind of crazy, but I think it's the play. Ooh. Free upgrade. Nowhere near as good as a free removal. Because Round Guard is a very, very nice high roll. This kind of sucks. How much do I want to slap them with a Poltergeist? Not really. I have a ballanx in my deck and I have ambidextrous, so I'd kind of rather just keep trying to spam the ballanx and scale up my Master Circle while doing so. Augur. That's a fun way to lose a ton of health. Not, of course. You suck. I misplayed this fight for real. It's mildly fine though. I do have cash to collect one passive, but it's not worth it. Where's my store? No store. No store. I have to press that one. Yeah. That just sucks. A lot. I definitely think that I didn't play this. Wow. Okay. Oh. And I'm a god at the game. What more is there to say? The start of this area one was so painful. But it's looking a lot better now. Recombobulator is really good. I turned down a Shock Absorber in that boss fight. Would have been nice, but I didn't know, so couldn't set up for it. It would have been really nice. Still not losing any health, but I'd rather maintain my shielding because I'm just about to lose some. It's so sad that... Oh, come on. Letting him claim damage on me just because I didn't have an enemy to hit with my pathetic Poltergeist. Quite sad. I'm going to press the heal button again. I just can't press the heal button again. I just can't afford to lose a whole bunch of health in this upcoming elite fight. Depending on what it is, I shan't. Some fights are very favourable for me. I think this is one of them. I'm going to lose a bit of health though, because, the sappers do deal a lot of damage, and unfortunately my shot's not dealing that much damage, which means I'm kind of just burning through him with sappers, and like, sure, they're dealing a lot of damage, it's quite nice, but unfortunately they're also dealing a decent enough chunk of self-damage to where I kind of have to worry about it and need to press the heal button, because this boss is actually pretty spooky. Honestly, I really want to refresh it. It sounds really good at this point. I'm kind of slapping with my Peglin at this point though. Like 6 damage is really good, especially when I'm actually hitting the refreshes. 11, 10. I'm just kind of slapping with all of my orbs, it seems. Well, the ones that I'm shooting, because I think we know that some of my orbs are much worse than others. I really need to pop some sappers here. That's really annoying. I can't take a hit here, so I have to pop some sappers, which means I have to aim like this, which is really not good aiming. But yes, that is the aiming I have to take, so let's wait. I'll discard because that's got slightly more damage. And let's get around to... Which sapling was I aiming at? Oh, this one. Up and coming. Oh, this is not a good shot. I don't like this. But I think it's the shot I need to take. This area 2 has just been miserable. No way you just did this, right? Let's speed that up again. That sucks so much. Yeah. This is why I need to keep pressing the heal button. It's unfortunate. It really is. Juke pot, safety net. We just take the safety net and move on? Yes. It sucks. But we just have to do it. Yes, I don't care. I'm just taking this fight. At the minimum, I'm going to be pressing the heal button, so it's fine. I just need to play this really safe if I want to get through, so unfortunately that's kind of what I've got to do. Actually, concentration and stuff like that sounds quite good. Anything that can bypass pegs and hit buff. Oh my lordy, those shots are bad. Good news is we haven't lost health yet. Yet being the keyword. So I actually would have found the combo. Need to keep pressing the button because I plan on going into another elite. Why exactly? I don't know, I think it gives me good enough high roll potential passives that it's worth me doing it, especially since I get +1 passive from it. But it certainly could definitely be less valuable than its 3 question marks. But I don't know, Repostal Service is clearly very important for me to be picking up, so I'm very happy I got Repostal Service. Very good passive, of course. Alright, let's just take our full health toll and move through this fight, please. Please do not do more. Oh! A 0 health toll. I'll take that opportunity to heal. Aha. Scaling, unscaling. Oh, there are some bombs on this map. Yeah, sorry, I just want as much health as possible. God knows how much health I'm going to lose in this elite fight, so I'm trying to go through. Thank you. So I just need to make sure I'm not putting too much here. And apparently it was not much at all. Okay, good to know. Apparently it was a lot. That shot was bad. Quite bad. And that shot wasn't much better because the main thing I care about I'm not hitting. Not yet. Alright, Shock Absorber. Bobble. I guess I deal with the bobble. Oh, very rude. That should be a fun... At what point did I go up in that shot? It was such a boring shot. I was really hoping Poltergeist there would be a very fun shot, but it just wasn't. Alright, Crunch. He's dead, and I'm feeling just very fine now. Very happy with how I'm going. I'm going to add that Purification to my deck for high roll. My health is totally fine. Payback. A crit's also refresh. So do I want 1 more refresh on the board, or 2 more refreshes on the board? That's cool. I think I might stick with the 2 extra refreshes for now. Here's the thing, it might have actually been correct to take your crits also refresh. I have Olga. I can kind of build towards a 8-10? 8-10. I can kind of build towards a positive crit comp. And the more crits that I add to the board, it actually becomes better than Pegbag. But I think it's just better to take Pegbag there anyway. Because I've already got some circle scaling, I'm probably going to find some more circle scaling, and thus, you know, trying to build into a positive crit comp is just not exactly the best idea ever. Alright, let's stack up my shielding. I'm perfectly fine to take some confection damage, I just really don't want to take damage from the paintings that is direct. That sounds less than ideal. Okay, I was kind of trying to delay that a lot on purpose. Might not have been the best idea. Just because I wanted to get stuck in those pegs there and be able to double tap that bomb. But I mean, I guess I'm fine with that shot. 8-10, 5-6. 5-6 is not the stats that it has, but I'll still shoot the ballanx. I did not want to insta-wipe them. I really did not want to insta-wipe them. 13-11, 2-4-6-3. Of course I hit the crit. I'm dropping very little damage from that actually. It's kind of just fine. Oh, you're... I need to try hard. Not in the best position here. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not in the best position here. I need to not be losing health to this hero. Except more than that, I need to hit sappers urgently. In the same shot where I'm shielding. 6. It's pathetic. How do I aim this so that I'm actually eating the pegs? I think it's soon. Oh, look at that shot. Oh, that was a beauty. Oh, you. Wow. That area 2 was nuts. That's actually crazy. I did not expect I would need to heal after that boss fight. I entered this fight on 75-ish health. Like, this fight is definitely the hardest of the area 2 elites now, I feel. It's so easy to just, like, not be able to work against them. Because the ways that you set up yourself for success, it kind of does counteract them in quite a few ways. I definitely misplayed in this fight, but yeah, no, that's Ballanx out of the tourney. Wow. Okay. I feel like I had a pretty good comp. Was taking the sap set correct? I don't know, I think it probably saved me a lot of health in area 2, while also costing me the health. But I didn't really manage to access it. I didn't have a bomb baton to like get more bombs onto the board. And the problem is a lot of the new area 2 maps, like that first one, they're just brutal to fight. Like you don't want to be fighting that. The shield mage wasn't that impressive. I got slashed by the demon hand once. Like this area 2 just did not go my way, and that's the thing. It's like, wow. I'm shocked. I really hope that Roundel gets knocked out of the Tony at Cruci 11 because I feel like I've been so happy with Ballad and Cruci. Like, sure, that's the whole point of this tourney, right? Like, the class can just get knocked out like that. But I was feeling really good about Ballad and Cruci 20. It just felt like so much smoother than the other classes. And it was going well, like, throughout all of my runs, like, oh, wow, okay. So not Baladin. So who's it going to be between Peglin, Roundel, and Swinventa? Personally, I hope it's yeah, I'm fine with any of them. I know I said that mean bit about, wanting Roundwood to get hit next, but that's just 'cause I didn't think Roundwood would make it this far. Out of all of them, Baladin felt the best for running through Cruci, and Roundwood felt the worst. And you can make arguments for Peglin and Spinventer both being next. If I had to say one, I'd probably say Spinventer, just because Peglin relies on high rolling, and it's much better at high rolling, don't get me wrong. But, Spinventer can just pick up good orbs and get them +1/+2, and it can just win them a run. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. But we hit no healing as well. I guess if I had the shock absorber, I also would have won. There's a lot of ways I would have just won. Okay. No, here's the thing. Maybe I did make a misplay, not upgrading the fortification. I actually might have also won if I upgraded the fortification. But how am I meant to know that? Here's the thing. I've said that a lot now, but now I'll actually tell you what the thing is. I was trying to set up for shield high roll. The chance that I got a shield passive there, or one that boosted my shield gains, was pretty decent, especially on Belen. So I think picking up the orb was correct. However, I didn't want to upgrade it because I didn't think I'd be playing around it if I didn't find a passive soon for it. And I mean, like, sure, technically you can make arguments that like repostable service is kind of good for it, but not really, especially not on this map. This map is actually very hard to get good consistent damage on, and Baladin kind of thrives when he can get good consistent damage. Like, yeah, I had the safety net, which is really good for making sure that you can actually deal at least consistent damage, even if it's not good damage. Wow. Although, let's be honest, Unicorn Horn first passive, this run was kind of doomed from the start. Yeah, I could easily win these runs with Unicorn Horn starter. That's not that hard. But it is kind of an omen. Like, if you get a good greed passive early on, wow, look at that. You can buy one more good tempo passive in the store. Imagine if I had a training tabard, right? That's an extra how much damage against this guy? Like, I would have gotten at least 2 Mercircle procs off of that, maybe even 3. 369 damage worth of Mercircle. I believe I can do that. Like, sure, I hit a lot of crits here. Okay. I didn't have the opportunity to do all this stuff ever. I was paying attention for that, didn't find it. I definitely saw one bolt orb, maybe 2 bolt orbs. So, technically that was some plays I could make. Wow. Just wow. My first boss passive also wasn't that impressive. I do think Sapasac is very good for the tempo, but it comes with its downsides, and we could not counteract them whatsoever. We didn't get a store in area 2 because I kind of had to dodge them. It was just not efficient for me to be going to the stores, especially with how many elites I was gambling. Just because I figured that instead of going to the store and choosing my own passive, getting like 3 or 4 options at a passive was just going to be better all around. And it was pretty good. I did get some decent passives, but some of them are just not achieving anything. Like the recon was really nice. The House of Slime was really nice. The pegback was really nice. The safety net was really nice. But you look at half those passives, House of Slime, Recon Bobulator, technically also pick. No, let's not say pegback. Sorry, Postal Service, I have Turtle, and in some parts also safety net. And they really weren't giving me the kind of value that they would in a comp that's actually trying to build around them, which is the big issue that we had. We had a whole lot of stuff which was like a good start, but wow, Ring of Indignation in this fight. and Sapasak in this fight and Poltergeist in this fight, and I just didn't really consider that as much as I should have. Ring of Indignation in this fight is actually very troll. The second you get up to a painful amount of spinfection, you get up to a lethal amount of spinfection way faster than you want. And we're playing a pretty slow scaling comp. So it was just absolutely deadly for us as it turned out. Well, okay, I think kind of balance. This definitely was not like look at these passives. What part of these passives say, yeah, balance is much better than normal? There are very few of them. Like, sure, there are some. You've got safety net, you've got enhanced gunpowder, but I really couldn't play around the balance as much as I wanted. The area one was actually also just pretty clean. The area one was pretty clean. The area two got so nasty. Area two was just so nasty. And like we're just getting new fights as well. And the new fights are just a lot harder than the old fights overall. They're just oh my god. Was it the last run where I had the 95 health against those guys? Oh my lord. That fight was just disgusting. But yeah, Baladin is out of the tournament.